Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to do another quick pro tip or experience from my life that may help somebody. I don't know. Just the other day, this is kind of I was kind of guilty of misprofiling somebody the other day. I felt bad. I mean, I didn't do anything terrible, but I had my reasons. But me and my daughter were going into Five Below the other day. This is actually before I bought the selfie stick. But right as we were about to get out of the car, there was one guy at least. Maybe he was with somebody else, but I think he was the only one in the store. But very iffy guy. He was, just so no one will think that I was racial profiling. He was white, kind of spooky looking, missing a few teeth, tattoos all over himself. And my daughter said, "Oh, can you wait a minute?" And let's wait before we go in there. But he went in the store, and we waited a little bit, and it looked like it was going to be forever. I said, "We'll be all right." So we went on into the store, and that was the end of my daughter's goal. But I was just looking for, I think it was a selfie stick. I forgot how they were packed. Anyways, I couldn't find it. But then I look up at the front of the store, and this guy, this kind of a suspicious-looking character. I was from behind him, and it looked like he had a handful of goods, and he was kind of making a beeline for the exit, and had no intention of going to the cash register, right? And he was stopped by a woman who worked there. I think she was probably this Latin American lady who was stopped him, or it looked like she stopped him. They were having a conversation, and in my head, I was building this scenario, right? He was trying to shoplift, and he was making a beeline for the exit, and my temperature was starting to rise. And I thought to myself, okay, how can I go over here and help this woman? So I grabbed a shopping cart, and I went up to him and I said, "Come on, you can put that in the shopping cart here, and then you can go over to the cash register and pay for those." And what was in his hands? I thought this was merchandise in his hands. Right? He says, "I ain't paid for shit," or something to that effect. And he showed me what was in his hands, and I felt so bad. It was a cell phone and some cigarettes. Two things that he obviously can't buy at Five Below. And I felt so bad. I mean, he said, I immediately said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I think I said, I'm sorry." Okay, no problem. I walked away. But I don't know how I got the impression that he was at a bunch of merchandise, and he was intent on shoplifting. And no matter how you slice it, it looked suspicious. And in my head, the scenario would probably be 9 times out of 10 would probably be the correct scenario, but it was the incorrect scenario, and I felt bad. But I immediately realized my error, and I think I said sorry, and I walked away. But yeah, we got to be careful. You can misprofile people, and I gotta admit, admit, the way he looked, I was thinking to myself, not in my town, buddy. Not, I got to turn this town into San Francisco with all that ridiculous looting, or New York City with all that ridiculous looting. Not here in Utah. Not on my watch, brother. But I was wrong. And I felt bad. But I mean, I didn't make too much of a scene, and I wasn't, I've done worse things. But after I told this to my children, they said, "You are nuts. You could have, oh yeah, he could have had a knife. He could have had a gun. He could have, all these things." When my temperature starts to rise a little bit, I kind of lose all reason. I think, no, not on my watch, buddy. But I was wrong. Oh man, we got to be careful. We got to be careful. Now, had it been what I had imagined, I wouldn't regret it at all, except that, maybe I get pulled into an ugly crime and get shot or stabbed or whatever. But man, I feel so strongly about, but not in this town, by the way. But I think that's an attitude we probably all ought to adopt. But that was one time, and I've done some other stupid things on that along those lines when my temperature starts to rise, and I do things that I realize later that probably weren't the smartest things to do. But anyways, that is my pro tip. Be careful of misprofiling somebody. Yeah. I don't like this attitude of, I know that so many shop owners have told their clients, "Oh, just let them take it. Let them wipe." There was a guy on camera on YouTube. Oh, I might as well talk about that here. Just to take a second to talk about it. There was a guy looting a 7-Eleven and just wiping the shelves clean into his garbage bag. And the shop owners, these two Indian guys, said, "Not on my watch," and tackled him and started beating him with a stick. And I said, "Good for you." It made me so happy. It was, I don't know if that's what influenced. Did I see that afterwards? My little incident, or before, I don't know, but it kind of inspired me, not on my watch, man. Yeah, you're not going to bring that crap in this town. And just total disregard for the small business owner. And I think their attitude was, "Oh, you cover it, your insurance will cover it," or whatever. No, not on my watch. I was so proud of these Indian guys who took defended their store, and it made me proud that these immigrants to our country were, protecting their own store, and and they said, "Not on my watch." But anyways, thank you. I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.